coming from Lex's stream. This is true beauty in action. I don't think you understand how beautiful this stream is about to become. Let's turn off the music now. And we're talking DeFRaG World Cup right here. We're talking the most insane movement mechanics in the world of gaming. And we're starting with VQ3. Hopefully if it works. I can learn a little bit around it. I don't have a drink or anything. Oh my god, this is going to be like stamina involving World Cup. So I've actually seen a few of these runs already, so I kind of know what it looks like. I find it interesting, this bit here, the way that they have to negotiate their rockets. Things you can see like a really solid routes, but you can kind of see where they have to make some certain compromises. Oh, that clip there seems like it's fairly smooth actually. Well, nicely done. Nicely done. No, I've got to talk through it all. I'm gonna walk you and talk you through all of it. Honestly, that plasma jump at the start is pretty challenging. This plasma is not as challenging, but I find like that first little round slightly niggly. Pretty quick getting up there though. This is Recruit. One of his rockets wasn't great, but it did give him nice placing, which helped him. And it's also like, I'd like to see him rocket jump earlier in the midsection, but again, it's all about that placing. That would have been sub 39. That definitely would have been sub 39. It goes from like 19th. It could have. Oh my god! It could have been like there. It could have been there. The map does look great. Oh, actually, before. What's the command? Yeah. Let's try it again. Yeah, that... Because it's not so hard that, like, you can't do it at the end. It's just easy enough that... Well, it's just hard enough that it's still possible to miss it when you get carried away on the really fast end. And totally destroy great runs. There is a little sort of curvy side bit there, which does allow them to make those strange turns in VQ3. It does require some map discovery. He like gave up on one of the rocket jumps, I think, because he felt that his placing was a little bit weird. But we've only had half a second between these guys. 0.3 of a second. We'll lose another 0.3 now on Delta. Just notice there are bunnies at the bottom. Whoa, okay, I didn't see this. Fair enough. Yeah, I don't remember this run at all. So I might already be in territory that I don't recognize. Who is this run? I can't even remember who it is. I don't have any names showing. But there's a load of speed there. It's hard to... I think he had a very interesting start. But his midsection may be a little bit slow. Oof. Just slides in. Who was that? That's Delta. Delta did that. Very interesting run, Delta. There's no overbounce, I think, though, to help you up that little corner. So I'm expecting that kind of start mostly from players. Very clean. Very clean plasma start. Delays the rocket, trying to get that placing going again. Using the side, the little diagonal. That rocket to kind of help push himself along. Got a little extra step on one of the ledges, which I don't think he wanted. Slightly slow end, but still very like solid overall. Again, it does look difficult. I can already see how difficult some of these rocket jumps are. You had to do the delta start because you couldn't get the bench one reliably. Yeah, I didn't even try the bench one. I had much slower starts on VQ3, but again, I didn't put a lot of time into that one. Getting the full plasma around, basically. That's pretty good. I like that. 1000 UPS to hit up the ramp. Again, that little diagonal seems to be the golden ticket. I've got a golden ticket. Blah, 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 blah. Couple little readjustments. Oh, that was Zerg. Holy crap, that was Zerg. Zerg up in 14th, I think. We've got Kissel now. I should be around for the live coverage, by the way, of round 5, FYI. Almost 1100 UPS you had then. I'm doing everything in my power to be around for the round 5. And out of all rounds that I'd be around for, it's the one I'm really, really excited for, given the interesting amount of routes I think we're going to get. From pretty much everyone apart from undead people who'll be copying each other. Nice, 1500 plus. Kissel with a great run. Really, really good. We're losing another 3/10. We lost a second there. From Zerg to Kissel, an entire second and 2 frames. I think it was just the efficiency of the rockets that we were seeing towards the end. Now we get like a string of 36s. There will be some mad. The thing is, there's not enough time to properly nerd round 5 is the thing. I genuinely think they could have done like a little round 5 special and made it a 2-week map instead of a 1-week map. That's a little extra bit of plasma. It was slightly slow up, but he doesn't get loads of airtime, so he's kind of quickly on the ledge and back over to strafing. Oh, that's what I want to see. Some double rocket jumps. Did that hit? I'm not sure if that hit. But that was pretty nice from Sentinel. Like being experimental, some safe experiments too. And somehow 2 frames ahead of him is Breach. Curious for the round difference on round 5 between VQ3 and CPM. Honestly, I don't even know what to comment at the moment. I wish I had more time to look at CPM. Sorry, at round 5. I think there'll be a fairly substantial time difference, if I'm honest. Unless there's some really interesting like teleporter tricks. There's a lot of possibilities. It's just what is the fastest thing to do. And for route finding, I think there's going to be such a tall order, and then having to perfect routes all within a week. It's a big ask. It's asking for the best runs, probably a 30+ hour time investment. Sorry, I was talking over that run a lot from Breach, but again, very solid rockets, not too dissimilar to Sentinels. Just rapid and, you know, reducing the amount of running into walls. See, I haven't even talked about the placements of these people, by the way. Strangeland does beat Dex. I hadn't even commented on this the entire time because I had actually seen this before, and I think I know who wins CPM. I think Woody does. This is why it sucks to do not the live scores, because I can't, like, hype up the placements the same way. Lovely job at the moment. Yeah, and of course, oh, he's so slick along there. The wall clip doesn't really work. He does that extra little rocket to boost him along to get that placing just right. And a kind of clip. That actually works well overall from Cat. I think I'd seen that run before. I don't think I've seen Nebula's, which is 2 frames faster again. Pro players won't have problems with that. I don't know, man. Some old people in the community. I like the way that is this Nonce? Is this you, Nonce? Again, I need to be paying attention more. Oh, that's pretty cool. I do like the midsection that Nonce had. And oh, there's so much speed you can gain straight away. Yeah, that's hot. I'm actually surprised we didn't see more of that before. Like, one of the first things I was doing, at least in CPM, was testing out the 2x rockets on that area. And I think it's probably a more effective strategy with VQ3 than it is with CPM. Yeah, I haven't looked at any CPM yet, Effortless. Good to see, by the way. If I have time to arrange anything quick almighty, I'll be sure to do my best with it. I've been in London every day for the last week and a half, and I'm still in London every day for the next week or so. So time is short. What's these little, like, clip double jumps? That's the clip. We've been seeing people miss that, and they've had to do some readjustments. As he's carrying a lot of speed. We don't see the 2x. Definitely missed opportunities for speed there for IVX8. Definitely missed opportunities. That, honestly, that could have been... If he got his rockets right, I think definitely sub 35. Possibly even leaning towards like sub 34. He genuinely missed a lot of speed on that. We should be in top 10 now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, that's 9th. Nebula got 10th, which is good for him. No, there's 7 rounds, Patatka. Very clean. A little drop onto the pad just to secure things a bit. Yeah, the spacing there makes him hit the ramp quite funny, so probably not the ideal spacing, but still not bad. I do not know what he hit with the rocket, but he's found a way to get some speed. Gets the wall clip going. Like, there's not a lot of, like, max speed here, but he's keeping above 600 the entire time. And a pretty solid end as well. I mean, I don't think there's anything to write home about there. It was just the fact he wasn't jolting so hard. He was at least maintaining 600 to 700 as he made that bit after the... It's like a double jump into the banana corridor. It was solid. It was solid, but there's definitely ways to improve that section. We've got enter now. Still 2.5 seconds to the first. Yeah, it's a lot of time. See, that there seemed fairly solid, and you managed to get back again to the ground fast. Carrying a lot of speed, actually. Oh, I love that pre-rocket, actually. Because he gets that extra speed boost around the corner. And he gets the follow-up rocket, too. That's really... I'm really liking that from Enter. I think this is one of the first runs where actually all of the sections seem pretty well optimized. And we've still got a whole bunch of time to save. We're losing now like half a second going into Brigand from Russia. Oh, I thought he was going to go down the gap for a second. He doesn't take like a long angle at all. He makes it short and he doesn't get the sort of horizontal speed, but he's picked up a lot of speed going over to the end of the first section. Okay, that's a lot of speed. And he's doing like enter that pre-fire rocket. And his rockets actually are insane. He's doing so much speed. He does hit the lip, so he's probably lost about 0.3 seconds. But yeah, it's getting even tastier here. It's getting even tastier. And then to Hades, who's in 5th. Holy shit, we're about to drop like an insane amount of time. And still we've lost another 0.4 of a second. Yeah, navigating was insane just then. See, I'm expecting to see that in the top runs. Maybe not necessarily going to the corner. Actually, probably, yeah, like, plasmering around. If you do it well and gaining this, keeping the speed up, it's gotta be the fastest way, surely. He's not doing the pre-fire rocket. So we're seeing such a mix of use of rockets. We're kind of going back sometimes to, like, what we're seeing in, top 13 to 15. Again, he hits the lip. If he avoided that, he gains a lot, in my opinion. Very, very solid from Hades. And I feel like he had a chance actually to get himself sub 34 if he didn't grab a ledge. Basically a second off now. We've got Zas. Zas is fighting with the big boys everywhere. Top 4 from our boy from China. DeFRaG is mostly about runs. You have a freestyling category too, but DeFRaG definitely for the last several years has been the majority about doing runs. And DeFRaG World Cup kind of celebrates different mechanical skill sets within the category. Okay, yeah, that's so fast with that way that rocket works, and he gets a really nice wall clip. And his average speed across all of this has actually been nuts, and the full wall clip just then. It's like a pseudo wall clip. I think it's just kind of like curved strangely, but super fast from Zas. We go to Yotun. He's managed to get himself top 3. Top 3.3 off Dex. Half a second off Strangeland. So, there's such elite players in the VQ3 category that they all seem to get grouped up. There's Yotun's Romance when he's around. Hades, Strangeland, Dex. There's some such talented people. We've seen like people like Brigand and RVX8, Zas. I like that. There's some really good rockets there. And he doesn't hit the ledge on this. See, it's not a 2 times. But he kind of gets that speed at the bottom of the ramp going as soon as possible. So I like that a lot. We go on to Dex, guys. I think he's still number 1, even at the end of round 4. But it's Dex, for God's sake. You're going to always expect him up at the top. He's definitely warmed up a little bit into the World Cup. He had number 1 previously. Now it's number 2. It's very much a neck-and-neck race between him and Strangeland. Well, actually, no. He's actually quite far in the ahead in comparison, but there's still time for comebacks. Oh, I like that. That follow-up we haven't been seeing much of. He's getting really good top speeds. 2 frames off getting sub 33. I really like the rocket that he does to help him get down. Again, that's a little bit of creativity where you almost expect to see more considering the amount of speed that you carry going down to the bottom. But we got Strangeland, the only player to make sub 33 here on the DeFRaG World Cup 2019 round 4. On the VQ3 discipline. Let's see what he's doing. Strangeland's always been fantastic execution. And his plasma work across there has been stunning, actually. Absolutely stunning plasma work. Early with the rockets. Such a clean rocket jump. Holy shit. I think that might be what does it to him. Like, that section was so insane. And he does the Dex jump. Dude, that's so clean. That's so clean. The thing is, what's weird is that looks like, I'd say actually much better executed than Dex, strangely enough, but it's only just over a 10th faster. So you can see how what Dex does is just insane, like, optimization, efficiency, And even though what's strange I'm doing, it looks like he's almost trying harder, and he's trying to be more like elaborate with the way that he's getting to the end. But there's barely any extra time saved from there. Still in like an incredible, incredible run. I've got to look at it again. I think Strange Dad has had an amazing initial section. Like, really phenomenal. How much speed does he get at the end of this? See, I really like that. I think that's immense. I think Dex might have been a bit faster through this section. Yeah, and I think again at the bottom of that area, I feel like Dex was doing better. I think that Dex's last section was a bit better, but I think that Strange Dad had a really, really, really good first and like beginning and mid section. Let's see if I can. Come on. Round 4 map we're looking at, Master. Yeah, round 5 is going to be wild to look at. I just think the plasma's been amazing. It's this rocket here, which I think is great. We saw very few. Because he's going so much faster than the rocket's traveling already, it's a fairly sort of safe bet to go with. Up to close to 1700. Polink. But I think that Dex had on average higher speeds going across this bit. Because we're kind of getting towards the end now. Yeah, and that little jump, the rocket there, I think Dex had a bit more of a vertical effect from it. I think so, Mixer, but I haven't actually got this one. Honestly, I've been so unpresent. I'd be happy to take it if it's offered. Torna 2015. Okay, well, let's look at the scores to begin with. Holy shit, Woody got 0.7 off of Baz? How? Almost half a second off Charkin? Almost a second off Zas? What? There's 4.5 seconds from 20th to 1st. How did that happen there? That's totally insane. That is totally nuts. Again, a massive, massive gap. And honestly, CPM is turning into probably... Wait, what the fuck? What? Don't understand. Alright, there's something I was expecting. Some plasma ground boosts. Dude, there's so much speed. What did I just look at? I mean, I'm gonna watch it again, but I know we're gonna see it again anyway. I just want to just understand a bit more from our mate Torna. So what's he doing? Like, there's nothing special about his strafe. Does he even use the plasma here? I know it's going slow, guys. So he just double jumps it. He still hasn't even touched the plasma. He's 4 seconds into his run. And there he just hammers on. And he's got just a crap load of speed. Fair enough. Let's see what Michio does. Oh, I'm guessing if they can skip that bit, then we're not going to see... Alright, I like the little extra bubble that he adds. He actually goes pretty mad with the plasma. I like that. He gets up to over 1200. It's got to be another double jump. Yeah. I just can't see how you get faster than that. Okay, I like that. That's really, really nice. What's his end? Takes his time getting up to speed. To me, like, these runs already are like, wow, how can you get faster? I mean, I know we can. But when I look at what am I capable of doing, I'll be like, yeah, definitely not that. Alright, some normality. Oh, that's quite a hot plasma ground boost, actually, we just saw. I'm liking what I'm getting. Another plasma ground boost. Going steady as well. Ooh, just clips it a little bit. Like the double rocket jump. Close to 2,000 getting to the end. That's Puzz right there. That we're in the 28s. We're like just getting friendly with the 28s at the moment. We're going over to Noobzon, who's a 10th faster. CG Jordan. No, we're gonna watch the damage. See, that seems better than the strafing technique. I'm liking these plasma ground boosts. I mean, I don't inherently like plasma ground boosts, but I'm liking the execution of them. Because I know it's difficult. I respect the challenge that it is. Over 2,000 UPS at the end. To Nebula. Nebula, I think, got top 10 in the VQ3, and actually only top 16 here. I say only. It's still bloody good. We've seen some better plasma ground boosts, but some good placing we saw of the jumps afterwards. He's going to keep as much of that speed as he can. Oh, that's nice. That's really nice, actually. Did well, did well. There's some really, really cool moments in that run. I love the midsection rocket route that he used. I thought that was very creative. We got Donald, who takes off like best part of a second. I think it was Donald's stream that I was watching a bit of, actually. I know, right? I feel this is just bananas. It's absolutely mad. Oh, and he managed to get the double jump on. That was pretty sick, actually. Noobson's on it with the ground boost. He's got so much speed. He actually has to slow down in order to get his placing right. I like the follow-up rocket that he used. Ooh, butchers it a bit there. Takes him some time to get up to speed. I actually feel like he lost at least a second there. Sorry, not Noobs on Donald. Excuse me, Donald. It's late. I did Noobs on like runs ago. Ooh, we've got an undead folk. We can see some undead players scattered around here. It's only going to get less comprehensible, Max Spake. What? He actually made it what? No. No way. He got rid of the dude, please. Oh, that's good. That's really good. I'm just wondering if the dude please route is the best. Shit, we've got to look at that again, don't we? And because it's undead player, I'm thinking Zerg and Enter usually do similar things. He's like, I just need to space it enough. Oh man, that's got to be a pain in the ass. Surely this isn't like the fastest route. Maybe it is. I like that though a lot. I like that bit so much. I think as we go up, we're going to see more plasma ground boosts done in like insane techniques. I'm talking like off-Charkin style plasma ground boost into rocket jumps, or like plasma ground boost into rocket ground boost kind of shit, you know, like some of the insane stuff that we get. We got ZQN. straight into the PGB. Oh, that's tasty, man. See, to me, like, that seems so fast. Instead of spending so much time in the air going for the dude, please. That's nice. A little extra rocket in there. He gets a lot of height, so it takes him a while to get downwards into the tunnel. I honestly feel like he probably saves half a second if he doesn't get as much height as he did going down, down, down. Dude, Knight's been getting some good runs, and this has got to be like 11th. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's like this is 12th. Nightmare gets 12th. Alright, here's Waz's boy. Oh, and he goes for the PGBs. I did not know Knight was a PGB kind of guy. Oh, all over the PGBs. Just about getting himself to double jump. Very vanilla with his rocket jump, but look at the how he gets into the gap. He gets tons of speed at the end. See, I like the way he drops in to get there. He doesn't like hang around in the air for a bit, faffing around trying to get a rocket jump to improve that downwards vertical speed. He's just slips in fast, rapid. We've got Inder. I think this is Inder playing. I have played a little bit of the 5th round map for Duda for Scooter. That's a great name, by the way. I love saying that. Takes a little bit of time to get up there. Ooh, almost missing it. He does get himself some rocket ground boosting going though. That's nice. He seems to be freaking out with his mouse control. He does spend a bit of time in the air, but he's quite rapid to get back onto the rocket jumps. And close to 2,000. Very, very nice. We've got like, these times are all so close to each other here. Are we in top 10 now? This is Anne. 2, 3, 5. Yeah, we're in top 10. Anne, who's 10th, I think. That's a really good plasma ground boost there. Getting up to over 1100. Not the fastest jumps we've seen, but still a great technique. Still obviously bloody fast. Super, super solid by Anne. But shit, like 3 seconds off? 3 seconds? 3 bloody seconds. We got Zerg now in 8th. Is this, no, 9th, sorry. 9th. Is that right? Yeah, that's right. Yeah, like, when it comes to good movement effortless, it's like, none of us can say anything. Oh, we're getting this again. It's like, well, are you even a top 40 player in the DeFRaG World Cup? Okay, no, then everyone else's movement sucks. We got the dude, please run. Wait, was this from Zerg, by the way? Because this is the same as Enters, isn't it? It is Zerg. Oh my god. Zerg is like such an angry boy. Apparently Zerg has been flaming me out to people because I stream myself running. Have you ever thought, Zerg, that probably the more damaging part of competitive integrity is sharing runs with an entire team of elite players? Just throwing that out there. Anyway, let's move on to Temfex is one who's 8th. It's just a, you know, small thought. Just lingering in my mind. Good plasma. Very good plasma. Oh, it's just a cute little single plasma ball there. That's calculated to perfection. Wow, okay. That's pretty new. We've seen a lot of people who just go straight for the double jump. That was... I actually want to watch that again from Temfex. That was pretty wild, actually. I don't think I was going to see someone just skip the double jump because it's like so easy to do and you get such a reliably large amount of speed doing it. The jump that he did seemed much harder. And that plasma ball, the single plasma, he's still got like great speed. Like his Temfex is a master of plasma ground boost. And the fact that he gets around all there so seamlessly. Bravo, my man. Hey, there's Temfex. What's up, buddy? When we get to sub 27s, it's Icarus. And we've still got 2.5 seconds to shave off. WTF. And it's just a 10th off of Temfex. Need some water, I'm gonna die. Oh, is that an undead player using another route similar to Enter and Zergs? Unbelievable scenes. I was wondering what like the little differences are. Okay. That's executed nicely. Zas, come on. I know we got Zas and Undead now, but Zas, you don't need these people, okay? Your roots are quality. You are quality. You are a great person. You don't need to share this information with the undead players. You alone can dominate the world. But still very nicely executed by Icarus. We got 4/10 off on boss. Yeah, this like route into PGB is pretty super standard at the moment if you're not on the undead lot. And it's interesting how like it's undetermined. Like if I looked into it, I could see who's really got the fastest first sector, and actually probably you guys could have calculated already. We had 5.37 just then for the beginning. Boss with a stunning end. Some really, really good rocket jumps. Actually, it was 5.37. I want to just go back over here and see how fast it is for Icarus to get to the top. It's just not faster. It's 7.2 versus 5.7 and you're not carrying the speed. Like, why would you do that? Like, I don't understand. Is it 2 sections? Oh, is it? Oh, so it's actually even more vague in that case. 5.2. Okay, I see. So, possibly is faster, I guess. I like that little 1700 extra rocket. He's putting in some extra work on his teammates. Hawks, definitely the best executed. I mean, we can tell by the amount of time it's taken him to get to the end. Dominating it for Undead. Zas, though, top 4. Didn't he get, like, 3rd or something in VQ3? And now 4th? And Zas, in my opinion, is the best DeFRaG player right now. Changed my mind. And when I say DeFRaG, I mean just both disciplines together. I mean just DeFRaG in general, which has obviously included them both. Or was he 4th in both? Oh, I think you're right, 'cause I think Yotun got 3rd in VQ3. I mean, 2.2k, I don't think anyone's had quite that speed at the end, but I think Zas could have this quality anyway, if I'm honest. I think he's got the technical capabilities. It does leave a bitter taste in my mouth, or a sour taste in my mouth, that there's obviously like route share, which is fine. It's not there's no rules against route sharing, but I feel like he can stand out and have these records without that. I don't. It just doesn't make it quite as sweet as it normally does with Zas. That's the one thing that's just missing out. But look, we've got some non-undead at the moment. We've got Of Charkin, 25.5 seconds basically in the 25.4s. This guy is actually insane with rockets and PGBs. He's just taken a ludicrous amount of time off. How the shit has he done it? That's some wild plasma, actually. An amazing plasma ground boost just then. He does delay his rocket jump a lot, but his placing is excellent. Okay, and we are seeing the return of the pre-fire. Quite a lot of verticality, but he's just getting on the rockets constantly. That's really, really rapid by Of Charkin. I do like how he's working with it before. When I say route, I mean route, as an American would say it. Route sharing. Route in British English. I may go back to Alessa Lucy. Guys, let's go to Baz. Baz 25.08. I think he's narrowly leading the DeFRaG World Cup, but he's second place, and he's taken best part of half a second off third. That's a really slick PGB there. Wow, holy shit. He manages to get that extra little bit of speed, and he uses the diagonal part of the doorway to... Oh my god, he goes full Temfex. And he gets down pretty much without getting messed up on. Dude, trying to do play-by-play on this run, that's a smart idea, Zoo. I want to watch Baz again, and I'm sure we're going to watch Woody multiple times, but... It's just some of these PGBs. So I want to go slow down here. So I think he goes up to 1400. I think he uses this little corner at the top right. Or not, never mind. He just bounces up at the top, on the top, like, crossbar. And it just helps him get down a bit faster instead of floating up and just kind of hanging there for a while. I guess over 1500 just there. Because his... I'm gonna go back. Oh my god. Tim scale. Guys, we're going Tim scale. Shit. Well, we're basically there already. So it's here. He's gone so fast. Because he would land basically by the wooden planks. It's like, well, I can't now do the placing for the double jump. And that wall sticks out really hard, actually. And he's carrying more speed here than people were on the double jump. Because people are usually carrying between 1,000 and like 1,100. And he's still just absolutely beasting it across. Yeah, pretty fast. Just slow down the time. I kind of need to, right? Donald roasting. I mean, the plasma ground boost by the little gap after the main plasma section isn't the best, but it's also he loses like 100 UPS from it. It's not game changing. Well, maybe it is because at that point it's like 15 to 20% extra speed, but. Maybe he loses like 2/10 off it. There's no way that a proper PGB then would have got him within the realm of Woody. Woody takes off 0.6 of a second from it. Wait, is that 0.7 of a second, I think? That's just nuts. Guys, Woody DeFRaG World Cup 2019. Round 4 CPM. Top spot. I've never seen this before. What the hell has Woody done for us again? Early PGB. What? Okay. We're going to do it like that, are we? 4.3 into 2.4 section. A really early rocket. And he's Temfexed it up as well. And I'm only calling out Temfex because he's the first one I've seen do it, but... And you know what? He said just a big up yours to the other undead guys. He's like, I've actually got a better route that I don't think you guys can execute. So let me just take things into my own hands. And I'm going to get number 1. I don't even know why I'm in undead anymore. Just wrecking you bitches. That was a bananas run. The start, I did feel like I was watching a bot, if I'm honest. It did feel like I was watching someone with third-party smoothing instruments. Like, the way that he does that 180. That's a really good plasma ground boost too. And the really early rocket there, all adds up. And he uses the sort of same, like, curved corner that the VQ3 players are using. Who to thunk it? That's just fast, man. That's just fast. Not only is he the only person who's sub 25, but he's close to sub 24. Should we just slow down the entire run? Like I said, we don't need to. So you get the plasma trigger really early, so he's like, well, let's that means I can go faster, so what I'm gonna do is go faster. This platform doesn't mean anything, so let's just go across it. Gets us off to 550, and he's like, right, that's enough. He actually is strafing backwards in the air, then turns, and then strafes a bit more, and then into plasma ground boost once again to a plus 230 UPS into the haste plasma. That's just stupid. I mean, I'm gonna watch the whole thing like this. It just might as well, because otherwise it feels like you miss something. This run might even be better than his round 2 run, because his round 2 run was pretty epic. His round 2 run was just intense. And this PGB that's a really sick PGB. You don't get much faster than that off a single PGB from 300 UPS. And the fact that he's already going over 900 before he gets to this gap, like well before he gets to the gap, and that early rocket probably already cuts off 0.2, 0.3 of a second compared to pretty much everybody else who ran that part. And the fact that he's going 900 UPS before it, and that he's managing to maintain, he's at 1500, he goes to below 15 or 1400 for a millisecond. And so, I'm around the corner, I'm doing 900, and I'm not anymore. He spends so little time not going fast. Which is what you want to do in these runs. You want to not be going slow, you want to be going fast. And Woody's very good at establishing that. Look, he's down to 17 health, and there's the heal. And that rocket, I mean, that's perfect. The fact that he's being able to keep up this much speed in the small amount of time that he's spending below 1250, 1300. If anything, this is like the hardest part of the run for him, but he's covering so much speed, he does immediately go for the vertical rocket jump. The thing is, if you take a sort of a dip to go in, then you can't be traveling as fast as 1700 UPS. So I can't really say that he's doing a bad job at it. It's still insane. But if you try to pick holes in, like, you got to try to pick holes in it, right? Because otherwise it is just perfection. Just nuts. Just absolutely nuts. I want to watch it one more time because it's just nuts. It's the strafing here that gets me. It's the strafing right here. Right there. He's strafing for a second. That bit there, it blows my mind that you would think of doing that. NBTI Wires, what's up, my man? For the 9 months. Thank you very much, NBTI. Hope you're enjoying the show. I mean, the whole run is ludicrous, but the sort of presence of mind to do the bit at the start. It's just like, what? It's like, how would you have this route? Because all the rest of his team is doing the dude please part of the run. And he's like, well, actually, I'm going to make it significantly better. He saves, I think, like half a second or plus compared to all of his teammates. I think that's just outrageous. I think it's absolutely outrageous. Into plasma grabbers, into plasma jump. It's just nuts. Oh, you sent me a demo, did you, Capcorp? Let me get to it, dude. We have got the whiz run. I've been waiting for this. You're late, Capcorp. How dare you? Oh Christ! Excuse my caps. Prepare your eyes. I'll go to Dex after, man. Oh well, Wizbot likes the undead route. I mean, just Temphex, Woody, and Baz just didn't quite have it right. It does go for the double rocket jump, which is hilarious. 19.3, dude. And we're getting requests for the Dex run, so I'll be happy to oblige. I'll play Dex and then Strangeland again. You know, there's some real prizes to compete for now. We're at 3.4k plus prize pool. We had a big donation by a big donator last year who's been, guys, Caravax, who's a huge supporter of Quake community initiatives and work. It's it really keeps the Steam engine going, I think, for the DeFRaG World Cup, as well as all the other tens of donators. It's a big drive. So big thanks to him and everyone else, actually. And I still need to get my donation in. But maybe I can lose a bit more money from making silly bets. I'm probably going to have to go after this run, guys. I'm probably going to have to go. But yeah, this is a bit of the VQ3 business that we've been watching. I'll give you guys, if you weren't watching earlier, I'll give you a brief tour of what the next map is like, in case you haven't seen it. I've played the new map a bit. So the whole point of the new map is you have battle suit, you've got loads of rockets, you can take no damage, but this is the map. The map is just this like big room, and you've got these blue marked areas which are, hey, checkpoints, and at the bottom right of my screen you see there's 1 of 10 excellent medals. You're trying to get all 10 before you can go to the end. So let's go through them. I'll show you where they all are. Another one up here, which kind of counts as below, so you'll see the one there now deactivated. Ooh. There's one there. One where I just went a second ago. Oh god. One right there. And I got them all now, I think. So when you got them all, you want to get yourself to the end of the map. And Bob's your uncle. You don't have to get them in any particular order. You can get them in any order you like, or whatever you find fastest. And there's different surfaces, so there's and that do stuff. You've got grenades on this side. Look, you've got access to haste. Go through here, there's this weird top bit, which I haven't fully understood. Somehow I saved 5 seconds, I don't really know how. There's this weird bit below, which I... Hey, there's other quad spawns and haste spawns around the map. It's honestly a really... This is going to turn into a map that people just play to, I think, trick jump on or practice on. There's just like a load of fun stuff to do on it. It's just millions of possibilities. Oh, please. See, there's going to be some really smart things with teleporters, I feel like. Where you can speed yourself up. Like, knowing where that teleport exit is, and where do I go when I come here? Oh, I go to the same place. So you can drop down from another area, and then quickly, like, speed into this area. And then you're off to the races, aren't you? I'm expecting some smart stuff to happen. I'm expecting probably about 5 undead runs to be quite similar. You off. Have a good night. Bye-bye. Say bye, everyone. Claire's going to work. She said bye to you guys. Say goodbye back. What? Thanks, guys. Right. I'm done, guys. I'm done. I'm destroyed. I'm exhausted. Well, you know what? I'm almost done. Just look at the stat. Oh, they've changed some stuff here. Points are... There's 41 points. Oh, Woody's actually in the lead over Baz. But there are 41 points between each other. Zas is 6th and 5th at the moment. But he's in like 270, 280 points of Dex. 103 point advantage between Strangeland and Dex. Is, time to catch up. Hades is not far behind. I feel like it's a 3-horse race, but if Dex outright wins round 5 by like half a second, I think he might be too far in the lead, and I think Dex is going to take another VQ3 title. I really think it's a 2-horse race here. I think the race between Woody and Baz is going to be a close one. I personally think that Woody's going to take it overall, because I think Woody's been more active than Baz. Baz hasn't been super inactive. He still plays, but I think Woody is a bit more like... He's a bit more on it, a bit more like consistently passionate than most other players, if I'm honest. He's just a hard worker. Tell us a bedtime story. Zerg sucks, needs to shut up, needs to create his own routes. The moral of the story is get good. I'm going to bed, guys. Have a good night.
Balls out.